I had always trusted Anna. She wasn't just my girlfriend. She was my confidant, my comfort, the one person whose presence felt like home. For 2 years, we shared everything. She was the kind of woman who smiled with her whole face, whose eyes glowed with warmth and sincerity. Or at least, that's what I believed. We weren't perfect, no couple ever is. But what we had felt genuine, real. We spent long nights curled up on the couch watching movies, whispering our fears in the dark, laughing over nothing, or just listening to the silence together, a kind of quiet intimacy that felt sacred. One Saturday afternoon, I was supposed to pick her up from her best friend Isla's house. The girls were having a small get-together, just snacks and talk, nothing wild. Anna had asked me to come by later, so we could head out to dinner. I remember thinking how thoughtful that was, her trying to balance time with her friends and still making space for us. But when I arrived, things shifted in a way I hadn't expected. I walked up the front door, only to find it slightly ajar. That struck me as odd. I knocked once softly, but no one answered. Inside, I heard voices, low but clear enough. I paused, not intending to eavesdrop, just long enough to figure out if I should announce myself. Then I heard Isla's voice, sharp and certain. Just do it. Tell him it's over. If he loves you, he'll fight for you. You needn't know how far he'll go. He's too comfortable. Another voice chimed in. I recognized it instantly. Marcy. Yeah, girl. If he begs or proves himself, then you know it's real. But if he just walks away, you'll know you wasted your time. Something in me stilled. Then came Anna's voice. I don't know. It feels wrong. What if it backfires? Isla laughed. Then he's not worth it. I stood there frozen in the doorway, the breath stolen from my lungs. My heart thudded painfully in my chest. My hands clenched at my sides. They were talking about me, testing me. My relationship, the one I'd nurtured and cherished, had become some twisted challenge, a performance, a test of pain, designed to gauge how deeply I cared. Like my love needed to be proved through suffering. Quietly, I stepped away from the door, careful not to make a sound. I walked back to my car and sat behind the wheel, pretending I'd just arrived. My hands trembled on the steering wheel, but I forced myself to stay calm. 10 minutes later, Anna came out. She looked composed, but different. Her smile was there, but distant. Her eyes didn't meet mine. Dinner was strained. She seemed distracted, glancing at her phone more often than at me. I kept up the illusion that everything was normal, though my thoughts were in turmoil. I replayed every word I'd heard. Try and make sense of it. Try to understand how someone I loved could think this was okay. After dinner, we walked back toward her apartment. Just before reaching the steps, she stopped and turned to me. Her face looked unreadable, like she was trying to hold together a mask that was about to crack. We need to talk, she said. I nodded. Okay, talk. She took a breath, slow and measured. I've been thinking a lot lately. I don't think this is working anymore. There it was, just like Isla had coached her to say. She was following the script. No stumble, no hesitation. Practiced. I asked gently, is this about something I did? No, she replied quickly, too quickly. I need space. It's over. Her voice didn't tremble. She was trying to sound resolute, like she'd rehearsed every word in the mirror that morning. I looked into her eyes, those same eyes I once trusted, with every part of me. A part of me wanted to confront her, tell her I knew everything, that I'd heard the conversation, that I wasn't walking away in weakness. I was walking away because I saw through it all. But I didn't. Instead, I gave her a small smile. All right, take care, Anna. Her face faltered. That's it. Yeah, I said, calm and steady. If it's over, it's over. I turned and walked away without another word. She didn't follow me. She didn't call out. No last-minute confession. No tears. Just silence. That night, I didn't sleep. I lay in the dark, my chest tight, my thoughts heavy. Anger came in waves, but so did an odd sense of clarity. I had seen a version of her I was never meant to see. Manipulative, unsure of herself, and willing to gamble with love just to feel in control. 2 days passed. No word from her. On the third night, She showed up at my door. I hesitated before answering. She knocked again. When I opened it, she stood there fidgeting, her eyes clouded with uncertainty. "Can we talk?" she asked. I nodded and stepped aside. She walked in slowly, almost as if unsure of her own presence. "I made a mistake," she said quietly. "I thought if I pushed you away, you'd show me how much you cared. But you just walked off." I folded my arms. "Because you told me it was over." Her voice trembled now. "I didn't mean it. I wanted you to fight for me." I stared at her. "You wanted to break something just to see if I'd try to fix it. That's not love, Anna." She looked like she might cry. I was scared. I thought maybe you were getting bored. "And instead of talking to me, you let your friends turn it into a performance," I said, my voice low and even. "You let them script my heartbreak like some kind of test." She sat down, defeated. I didn't know what else to do. I sighed deeply. "You could have told me how you were feeling. You could have trusted me enough to just be honest. I would have listened. I always did." The room fell into silence. It hung between us, heavy, unrelenting. "I still love you," she whispered. I sat across from her. "But you don't trust me. And now, I don't know if I can trust you." She looked down. "So what now?" "I think we both need time. Real time, not another test. No games, just space to think." She nodded slowly. "I understand." After she left, the emptiness returned. But this time, it didn't feel like weakness. It felt like clarity. I hadn't begged. I hadn't groveled. I hadn't tried to prove my love through pain. I had chosen my dignity over performance, peace over conflict. In the weeks that followed, she sent messages, long, remorseful ones, pages filled with apologies and reflections, admitting how wrong she had been. I never blocked her. I read them all, but I never replied. Some betrayals don't come with shouting or slammed doors. They arrive quietly, dressed in fake concern, disguised as vulnerability. They cut deep because they're planned, calculated, and in the end, they tell you everything you need to know. Love should never come with tests. If there's uncertainty, it deserves honesty. If there's fear, it deserves conversation, not manipulation, not silence disguised as strategy. Her test failed, but I passed mine. I chose to walk away, not because I didn't care, but because I finally care enough about myself not to beg for love that needed proof. And that choice made all the difference.